Ever feel like you're pouring all your energy into chasing dreams, wealth, love, success, only to watch them slip further away no matter how hard you push? What if the missing piece isn't more hustle or endless affirmations, but something far simpler, just relaxing and letting the universe do the heavy lifting? Picture this: you're not forcing life to bend to your will. Instead, you're aligning with an invisible flow that pulls everything you desire right to your doorstep, effortlessly. That's the game-changing insight from Joe Dispenza, backed by quantum science and real transformations, and it's about to flip your entire approach to manifestation. If you've been stuck in a cycle of stress and disappointment, wondering why nothing sticks, this could be the wake-up call that changes everything. Hang tight, because as we dive deeper, you'll uncover how surrendering control isn't weakness. It's your ultimate superpower for attracting the life you've always imagined. Imagine if I told you that the chair you're sitting on isn't solid at all. Quantum physics reveals it's just a buzzing field of energy, vibrating at speeds that fool our senses into seeing matter where there's really just waves of potential waiting to collapse into form. Dive deeper and you'll find the atom itself is 99.99% pure energy and information, with only a tiny fraction appearing as physical stuff, meaning what we call reality is mostly an illusion shaped by observation and intent. That's the wild truth at the heart of everything. Your thoughts, emotions, and even your body are all energy, constantly sending out signals that shape your world, as proven by studies in subatomic particles where nothing is fixed until it's observed. Your focus literally decides what shows up. Joe Dispenza points out that energy follows thought. Wherever you direct your attention, that's where your personal power flows, turning invisible possibilities into tangible experiences. When you're stressed or doubtful, that chaotic vibe repels what you want, scattering your signal like static on a radio and keeping abundance at bay. But align it with calm certainty, and reality starts to bend your way. No force required, because you're tapping into the quantum field where all potentials exist, ready to match your frequency. It's like being a human transmitter, broadcasting vibes that pull in matching experiences, from unexpected opportunities to that perfect connection you've been craving. Think of times when a positive mood turned your day around. People smiled more, things fell into place. That's your energy echoing back. Now amplify that on purpose, and you're not just reacting to life, you're designing it from the inside out. But here's the eye-opener that changes the game. Chasing after what you want might feel like the logical move, the go-to strategy drilled into us from every self-help corner. Hustle harder, push through, make it happen. But here's the counterintuitive twist that flips the whole game. It's actually the fastest way to shove your desires further out of reach, like desperately grabbing at a feather only to create a gust that blows it away, leaving you empty-handed and more frustrated than before. Think about those frantic moments when you've torn apart your house looking for lost keys, heart pounding with frustration, sweat building as you rummage through drawers and under cushions, convinced they're gone forever. Yet the second you exhale, stop the hunt, sit back and shift your focus to something else entirely, they magically appear on the counter you swore you checked twice. That's not luck or coincidence. It's energy dynamics in action, where pursuit screams, "I lack this," to the universe, building invisible barriers of resistance that block the natural flow and keep what you crave just beyond your grasp. See, when you're in that chase mode, you're not just moving physically, you're emitting a vibe of scarcity and desperation, like a dark cloud of anxiety hovering over every thought, whispering doubts that amplify into full-blown worries. Will it ever happen? Why isn't it here yet? This mindset sabotages everything, turning potential into roadblocks because, as manifestation experts point out, chasing embodies a full state of lack, signaling to the quantum field that you're incomplete without it, which only attracts more emptiness, more delays, and that endless loop of unfulfilled longing. Joe Dispenza explains it through quantum lenses. When you're in hot pursuit, your vibe turns chaotic and desperate, broadcasting scarcity that mirrors back more of the same, missed opportunities that slip through your fingers, unexpected setbacks that feel personal, and that nagging sense of not enough that drains your spirit day after day. It's exhausting, right? You end up forcing outcomes, obsessing over timelines like a ticking clock in your head, doubting every step forward, which scatters your personal frequency like static on a bad connection, making manifestation feel not just difficult but downright impossible, as if the universe is conspiring against you instead of with you. And the ripple effects? They spill into your daily life, sleepless nights replaying what-ifs, strained relationships from that underlying tension, even physical fatigue from carrying the weight of unmet wants, all because desires, when chased, act like elusive waves that rise with promise but crash into frustration, pulling you in circles without true resolution. But flip the script to attraction mode, where you embody the calm certainty of already having it, letting go of the grip and trusting the process, and suddenly the universe conspires in your favor, pulling those dreams toward you without a fight, as if they've been waiting for you to stop running and start receiving. No more running in circles. It's about stepping into abundance as if it's your default state, where fulfillment isn't a distant prize but an inner reality you live right now. But to pull this off, it's not just mindset. It's all about tuning your emotions to match. What if the static buzzing in your mind, those flip-flopping thoughts of excitement one second and nagging doubt the next, is secretly sabotaging every manifestation attempt, turning your dreams into a jumbled mess that the universe can't decode, leaving you wondering why nothing ever fully materializes despite all your efforts? That's incoherent energy in a nutshell. A chaotic mix where your thoughts pull one way and your emotions yank another, sending out scattered signals like a radio station drowning in interference, which leads to spotty results or total stalls in attracting what you want, often manifesting as a frustrating mixed bag of partial wins and unexpected setbacks. It's inefficient, draining, and all too common. Your brain firing off hopeful visions while your heart clings to fear, creating this energetic tug-of-war that dilutes your intentions, broadcasting confusion instead of clarity, and pulling in a mishmash of experiences that feel half right but never quite complete, like ordering a gourmet meal and getting a plate of random leftovers. Think of it like the light from an ordinary bulb, incoherent waves scattering in every direction, weak and unfocused, illuminating bits here and there but never piercing through with real power. Your thoughts act as the electrical charge, zipping out into the quantum field, but if your emotions, the magnetic pull, don't match, the whole signal fizzles, attracting inconsistent outcomes that keep you stuck in loops of almost there frustration. On the flip side, coherent energy is the laser-focused powerhouse, where your thoughts, feelings, and intentions sync up perfectly, amplifying your vibe into a unified beam that cuts through the noise and draws desires straight to you with precision and power, like flipping a switch from dim chaos to brilliant direction. Picture it like upgrading from that flickering bulb to a laser pointer, sudden clarity, direction, and impact that doesn't just light up the room but targets exactly what you aim for, creating a magnetic draw that pulls opportunities, people, and synchronicities right into your path without the usual resistance. It's this alignment that turns wishing into receiving, where your inner state becomes a coherent broadcast, consistently attracting the desired reality rather than a diluted version. Take Sarah, for instance, who dreamed of launching her own business. She'd visualize success daily, mapping out client lists and revenue goals with crystal clear detail, but deep down buried doubts about her worthiness stemming from past failures and that inner voice whispering you're not ready, kept her emotions in turmoil, resulting in half-baked opportunities that fizzled out fast, like promising leads that ghosted or partnerships that dissolved before takeoff. All because her incoherent signal sent mixed messages to the universe, yielding those inconsistent, frustrating outcomes. She was thinking big but feeling small, creating an energetic mismatch that manifested as stalled progress and self-sabotage, where one day felt like a breakthrough and the next like a brick wall. But when she aligned her excitement with genuine belief through daily meditation, intentionally syncing her visions with feelings of worthiness and gratitude, her energy cohered, and boom, clients poured in from unexpected referrals, partnerships formed overnight with collaborators who shared her vision, and her side hustle transformed into a thriving venture that exceeded her wildest projections, all flowing effortlessly once the static cleared. It's that shift from scattershot to streamlined that unlocks real change, proving how coherence isn't just a buzzword, it's the bridge from intention to reality, amplifying your manifestations exponentially. But the real magic? It all hinges on what you're feeling deep inside. Think about it while your thoughts sketch the blueprint of what you want, laying out the mental map with visions of success, love, or abundance. It's your emotions that crank up the power, infusing that blueprint with the raw magnetic force needed to turn faint whispers into a booming broadcast that the quantum field can't ignore, drawing in realities that match your inner vibe like a magnet pulling iron filings into perfect alignment across a scattered table. Words and affirmations might sound convincing on the surface, rolling off the tongue with polished confidence, but if they're laced with underlying doubt, frustration, or that subtle undercurrent of fear, they fizzle out like a weak spark in the dark, barely flickering before being swallowed by the void. The universe tunes into the emotional frequency you're emitting, not the script you're reciting, as quantum principles reveal that emotions act as the magnetic charge, creating the pull that collapses infinite possibilities into tangible form, much like how observation in physics solidifies waves into particles. This isn't just poetic fluff. Science from fields like quantum psychology shows emotions vibrate at specific frequencies, with positive ones like joy or gratitude resonating high and expansive, literally expanding your personal energy field to attract harmonious outcomes, while lower vibes like resentment or scarcity contract it, repelling what you crave and looping you into cycles of more of the same. Picture your feelings as the invisible Wi-Fi signal connecting you to an endless network of potentials in the quantum realm. Strong, joyful emotions beam out a crystal-clear connection, streaming abundance and opportunities straight to your door with seamless speed, flooding your life with downloads of synchronicities and breakthroughs, while fear or scarcity glitches the feed, delivering buffering delays, pixelated distortions, and frustrating error messages that keep you stuck in loops of almost instead of full arrival, where desires hover just out of reach like a video that never quite loads. It's this emotional charge, that heartfelt certainty of already having it, feeling the warmth of success in your chest or the lightness of love in your step, that fuels the shift from mere wishing to actual receiving, overriding the mental chatter with a deeper resonance that reshapes everything around you, from daily interactions to major life pivots. Dive even deeper, and you'll see the heart plays a starring role here. Research highlights its electromagnetic field as far stronger than the brain's, radiating outward to interact with the larger quantum field. So when your emotions align with intent, you're not just thinking change, you're broadcasting it with amplified power, causing the field to respond in kind. Joe Dispenza nails it. Emotions aren't just fleeting reactions, they're the energetic glue binding your intentions to the quantum realm, where cultivating gratitude feels like upgrading to high-speed access, flooding your life with effortless flow, and pulling in experiences that match that elevated state, rather than the discordant ones born from unresolved inner turmoil. Consider how someone might affirm, "I am worthy of love," every morning. But if deep-seated feelings of unworthiness from past heartbreaks linger, that emotional mismatch sends a scrambled signal, attracting relationships that echo the doubt instead of the desire, proving the universe mirrors your felt reality, not your spoken one. So next time you affirm wealth but feel broke inside, or visualize a dream job while simmering with anxiety, remember, the signal's strength lies in what you truly feel, not what you say, and mastering this emotional alignment is the key to unlocking manifestations that feel almost predestined. And when that signal hits just right, that's when the universe starts delivering those uncanny signs. Have you ever had one of those days where everything lines up perfectly in the most uncanny way? The right person calls out of the blue with exactly the advice you needed. A song on the radio echoes your exact thoughts word for word. Or you stumble upon an opportunity that feels tailor-made, like the universe is winking at you with a knowing grin, confirming you're exactly where you're meant to be. These aren't random flukes or mere strokes of luck. They're synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that surge when you're in a relaxed state, acting as cosmic breadcrumbs signaling your manifestations are aligning and drawing closer, often ramping up in intensity just before a big breakthrough, like the calm before a storm of positive change. In that chill vibe, free from the grip of overthinking, endless planning, or forcing outcomes with sheer willpower, your energy opens up like a clear, unobstructed channel, allowing the quantum field to orchestrate these happy accidents with elegant precision. Think repeating numbers like 1111 or 333 popping up everywhere on clocks, license plates, or receipts, serving as gentle nudges of affirmation, or unexpectedly bumping into an old friend at a coffee shop who holds the key to your next career move. All because relaxation dissolves the walls of resistance and invites the effortless flow of infinite possibilities into your daily rhythm. It's exhilarating yet subtle, a quiet confirmation that you're tuned into the right frequency, where desires don't need chasing or micromanaging. They simply converge as your inner calm mirrors the effortless harmony of the universe, creating a symphony of events that feel predestined and perfectly timed. This phenomenon ties back to deeper mechanics like the unconscious mind sending guiding signals, or the harmony of global energy vibrations syncing up in moments of oneness, where your relaxed state acts as a receptive antenna, picking up on these alignments that might otherwise go unnoticed amid the noise of stress and striving. People who've mastered this report floods of these signs during laid-back phases, like one woman who, after letting go of her relentless job hunt stress through simple breathing exercises and daily walks, started seeing her dream company's logo everywhere, from billboards on her commute to random coffee cups and even in a stranger's conversation, culminating in an unsolicited interview offer that changed her life overnight, proving how relaxation turned her scattered efforts into a magnet for opportunity. Another example comes from someone manifesting a new home. In a state of surrendered ease after months of fruitless searching, they began noticing house-related symbols repeatedly, feathers, keys, even dreams of open doors, leading to a chance encounter with a realtor at a casual gathering, which unlocked the perfect property they hadn't even known was available. The beauty is, relaxation amplifies these nudges, turning everyday moments into undeniable proof that your intentions are manifesting, pulling you toward abundance without a single forced step, as if the universe is conspiring in your favor, weaving threads of connection that feel almost magical in their timing and relevance. It's like switching from a frantic sprint to a leisurely stroll through a garden, where flowers bloom exactly where you need them, revealing paths you never saw before. But if old baggage is clogging things up, trapped emotions from yesterday's heartbreaks, failures, or resentments act like hidden anchors in your energy field, weighing you down and distorting the signals you send out, making it nearly impossible for fresh abundance to break through, no matter how positive your intentions seem on the surface, or how diligently you visualize your goals, as these unresolved vibes create subtle resistance that repels the very things you're trying to attract. These aren't just fleeting memories or distant echoes. They're stored frequencies that replay like old tapes in the background of your subconscious, subtly pulling your manifestations into familiar patterns of repetition, where the same roadblocks keep showing up disguised as new problems, whether it's recurring financial hurdles, echoing past debts, relationships that mirror old wounds of abandonment, or health issues tied to lingering stress, keeping you in a frustrating cycle of same old despite your best efforts to break free. Managing your internal energy starts with recognizing these patterns, perhaps through mindful reflection during quiet moments, or journaling to identify specific triggers that stir up those buried feelings, maybe a certain situation or person that reignites the pain, then actively choosing techniques to shift them, turning what was once a drag on your vibe into fuel for attraction and personal growth. This isn't about suppressing the past, but acknowledging it as a teacher, then consciously redirecting your energy toward empowerment, which aligns your vibration with higher frequencies of joy, gratitude, and possibility, essential for manifestation to work its magic. To release them effectively, start with simple yet powerful techniques like deep breathing exercises, such as the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8, which can act as an immediate reset, inhaling calm and exhaling tension to disrupt the hold of past stress, calming your nervous system and creating a neutral space where new positive energy can flow in without old interference. Incorporate movement to amplify this, like invigorating yoga flows that twist and release stored tension in the body, brisk walks in nature to ground yourself and connect with the earth's stabilizing energy, or even dancing freely to your favorite tunes in the privacy of your room, which physically shakes loose that stagnant energy, creating space for higher vibrations to take hold and align you with what you truly desire, as if you're literally moving the blocks out of your body's energy pathways and meridians, promoting a sense of lightness and renewal. Journaling dives even deeper, letting you unpack those past stories by writing them out in raw, unfiltered detail. Pour out the hurt, the anger, the what-ifs, acknowledging the pain without judgment, forgiving what needs forgiving, yourself included, perhaps through letters you'll never send, and then rewriting the narrative with empowering twists that reframe failures as valuable lessons or stepping stones, effectively clearing the emotional clutter that blocks your flow and reprogramming your subconscious for a brighter, more aligned script that supports your manifestations. For a more structured and targeted approach, try the Emotional Freedom Technique, EFT, also known as tapping, where you gently tap on specific acupressure points on your body, like the karate chop point on the side of your hand, the top of your head, or between your eyebrows, while voicing the old pain aloud in a setup statement, such as, "Even though this failure still stings and makes me doubt my worth, I deeply and completely accept myself and choose to let it go and embrace my potential," which neutralizes its emotional charge, reduces the intensity often in just minutes, and reprograms your subconscious for freedom and attraction by combining physical stimulation with affirmative psychology. You can layer this with visualization, imagining the released energy as dark smoke leaving your body and being replaced by glowing light, enhancing the sense of liberation. It's like decluttering a crowded room that's been hoarding junk for years. Sort through the piles, decide what stays and what goes, then toss or donate the outdated stuff. Once cleared, light floods in, fresh air circulates, and your energy becomes a clean, inviting slate for drawing in love, success, wealth, or whatever calls to your soul, with ample room now for new positive experiences to settle in comfortably and thrive. One compelling example is a person haunted by a string of toxic relationships, carrying the heavy baggage of betrayal and low self-worth that kept manifesting as partners who reinforced those fears. Through consistent EFT sessions combined with journaling and movement practices, they methodically released the fear and resentment, layer by layer, and within weeks their vibe shifted dramatically, drawing in genuine connections that felt safe, supportive, and expansive, proof that managing and releasing internal baggage turns inner chaos into magnetic power, breaking free from the past's grip to manifest a future aligned with true desires. Another story involves someone stuck in career stagnation due to a past job loss that left them with deep-seated anxiety and self-doubt, manifesting as missed opportunities and imposter syndrome. By incorporating daily meditation to manage energy, visualize success, and let go of resentment through forgiveness rituals like writing and burning letters to former bosses, they cleared the mental and emotional blocks, leading to unexpected promotions, networking synchronicities, and opportunities that flowed in effortlessly, transforming their professional life from stuck to soaring. These methods aren't just quick fixes or one-off exercises. They build a foundation of emotional resilience and self-awareness, ensuring your internal energy stays high, clear, and consistent, ready to attract without interference from yesterday's shadows, while fostering habits that sustain long-term manifestation success. But to truly own this, imagine slipping into the skin of your most empowered self right this instant. Not some distant dream version, but the one who's already thriving, making bold choices with effortless confidence, as if the life you visualized is unfolding around you like a well-rehearsed play. This isn't fantasy, it's the art of embodying your future self, a cornerstone of manifestation, where you bridge the gap between who you are now and who you're becoming by living, feeling, and acting from that elevated identity today, effectively signaling to the universe that your desires are already your reality. Start simple. Carve out quiet time to write a detailed letter dated 10 years from now, describing an ordinary day in that future life, the morning routine, the fulfilling work, the loving relationships, with vivid sensory details like the warmth of sunlight on your skin or the sound of laughter echoing in your home. Then read it aloud daily to imprint those emotions into your body. Or try a tantric-inspired practice. Close your eyes, breathe deeply to activate your third eye and heart, and invite the energy of that future you to fill your being, moving your body as they would, perhaps swaying with unshakable poise or striding with purpose, to anchor the felt sense of success, abundance, or love directly into your cells, transforming abstract visions into tangible vibrations. For ongoing alignment, schedule monthly meetings with this future self. Review goals as if consulting a wiser version of you. Track progress with gratitude, and even plan money dates to handle finances with the ease of someone who's already prosperous, building habits that reinforce the identity shift. Some go further with guided meditations that rewire your nervous system, visualizing your future self in scenarios that once felt threatening but now evoke safety and excitement, regulating emotions to make embodiment feel natural and sustainable. Why does this technique pack such a punch? Because manifestation isn't just mental, it's somatic and energetic. Your body and subconscious must believe the change for the quantum field to respond, as thoughts alone can stay surface level without the emotional depth that collapses possibilities into form. By embodying the future self, you rewrite your self-concept, elevating your frequency to match what you seek. Identity becomes the magnet, drawing in aligned opportunities as your actions, words, and even posture broadcast "this is who I am," overriding old limiting beliefs with a new narrative of worthiness and achievement. It's like upgrading your internal software. Instead of running on outdated programs of doubt or scarcity, you install the premium version, where confidence flows automatically, decisions feel intuitive, and synchronicities multiply because your energy now resonates with the desired reality. Take someone who dreamed of a thriving career but felt stuck in self-doubt. By daily embodying their future executive self, dressing sharply, speaking assertively in meetings, and making choices from a place of authority, they not only boosted their confidence but manifested a promotion within months, as colleagues and opportunities began mirroring their shifted vibe. Another example, a writer aspiring to publish a book started journaling as their best-selling author self, feeling the pride of signings and reader feedback in their body during meditations. Soon, unexpected agent connections and inspiration surged, turning the vision into a signed deal. This isn't about faking it. It's rehearsing authenticity until it sticks, creating a feedback loop where your embodied state attracts evidence that reinforces the change, making the future feel like the present. Yet embodiment reaches its full potential only when paired with the quiet power of trust, that final essential step where you release the reins and let the process unfold without constant checking or interference. Picture a farmer planting a seed. They don't unearth it daily to inspect growth. Instead, they nurture it with water and sunlight, trusting the soil's hidden work to yield a harvest in due time. Various sources imply this analogy in manifestation contexts. After stepping into your future self's energy, cultivate that same faith. Surrender the how and when, knowing unseen forces are orchestrating the details, aligning circumstances, and drawing your desires closer with every aligned breath you take. Trust isn't passive, it's the active choice to live from fulfillment now, allowing reality to mirror your inner certainty without the friction of doubt. When you strip it all down, the shift is simple yet radical. Stop chasing and start vibrating. Match the energy of what you want instead of scrambling after it. Align your thoughts, emotions, and body into one coherent signal, because your feelings, not your words, are the true broadcast the universe answers. Relax into the flow so synchronicities can pave the way. Clear the emotional clutter that keeps recycling old outcomes. Then step into your future self right now and trust the seed you've planted to grow in perfect timing. So here's the provocative question. Will you keep wrestling with reality, or will you finally relax, align, and let everything you desire race to meet you? If you're ready to choose the second path, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment "I'm in" below. Let's turn this community into a high-frequency magnet for the extraordinary.